tuned for another community-produced program here on Oshkosh Channel 10.
Packer fans, welcome to Packer Talk with Green Show this week. The show is brought to you by Ratchet and Dev's Pizza, corner Merritt and Bona. Bowen, the best pizza in town. Audio Plus on East Greenwich Road for the tape. And Coca-Cola is aboard the Green Show. Thank you guys for sponsoring the Green Show. With my special guest, Tammy Mundy. Thank you, ladies. And Mary McCone. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Mary McCone.
Mary McCone, but the jersey you're wearing is from?
Peter Tinsley.
Who is a great Packer player, of course, in the 30s, and he's in the Packer Hall of Fame. Anyway, we're going to talk about the great win out at the Sky Dome, the Emerald City, the Turf Dome thing. We put it aside for 1 week this past Sunday at 3 o'clock game, of course. We're going to look at the total board here, ladies. We got 36 minutes to their 24. First downs, 23 to 19, pretty close there. Total yards is really close, 250 for us and 320 for them. Brooks got the first play of the game. He really got hit pretty good. He's okay now, a mild concussion. He'll be fine. He's a Packer. He'll be fine. Reggie's rumble again. That thing, the big guy.
The oxygen.
Yeah, the oxygen thing at the end of the run and stuff. And Brett started out very slow that day. Then he calmed down and he really had a great game. We had a very good running game again. We had 140 plus yards running the game. It was very important for us or any team in the NFL. Big plays in defense. The Reggies, the 4 turnovers. I can't think of them now. They had the Seattle
Eugene
Seahawks.
Robinson.
Eugene Robinson had a pick, and Reggie's Rumble, and Doug Evans had one, and a fumble. We had 4 interceptions and one fumble recovery. And we got 22 turnovers so far this year. So we'll talk about that. On the other side, we'll talk about Chris Warren. He's had 3 or 4 straight 1,000-yard runners seasons. He's in the Pro Bowl a couple times. Very good runner. Rick Meyer out of Notre Dame, their quarterback. He was mired. Yeah. Rick Meyer was mired. And they had 2 pretty good defensive tackles. That's why it was very good to see us running on off their defensive tackle. Of course, they were thinking about a new stadium too with the earthquake stuff. And I guess they're mad at all the cheeseheads. Cheeseheads have been around at the Minnesota Bike Queens and the Baggy Dome over there. A lot of Packer fans, cheeseheads there, and out in the Seattle Kingdom, there are a lot of cheeseheads over there. So we're 4-1 in first place thanks to the Bike Queens lost to the Giants over in New York, and the Birds are 1-4. So ladies, we'll talk about the tote board now. When you start the ball rolling, a little bit about the Packer game Sunday, and we'll talk about the game coming up later on. You're Packer fans. Come on now, start off there. Yeah.
Eugene Robinson's my man. When he first came, I said he's going to make a difference, and he sure did it Sunday. I mean, he worked with those Packers on the off season and with the fumbles and stuff, or with interceptions, and it sure seemed to prove. So far it's worked.
It has. You brought that up, Mary. Very good point. Eugene Robinson, he is a current active interception leader in the NFL. I think he's got 44.
He's an igniter.
43 or 44, so he knows how to hold on to the ball when the ball is in his area, and he goes for it. That one interception that he picked up, he was all by himself. There wasn't anybody, Packer, Seahawk, within 30 yards of him.
Well, that was a misplay.
But you are right, though, when he says he brought the attitude of holding on to the ball defensively when you had the chance.
He's an igniter,
yes.
On the defense.
Very good job over there at safety.
Yep.
Free safety, yes. Okay, Tammy, go ahead. Say something. I know you want to be on the Green Show.
Made a difference.
You're talking about, look at the dope board. You want to talk about
Well, I was going to say, Brooks Jolt. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but I was scared to death. I was so glad when I heard it was just a concussion. I mean, the first thing I was thinking about another sharp incident or anything, and I mean, he would definitely be a valuable loss, and so I was extremely relieved.
It's nice to know. See, that brings into account of our depth at our receiver core. You know, we got a couple of dinged up injuries with Mickens and Derek Mays. Hopefully, be coming back pretty soon. Maybe this week. Hopefully, he'll come out to play. But Antonio Freeman stepped in there like nothing really happened. Brooks was like he wasn't even on the team, and he did a great job and played the game, I think.
Well, then you got Beebe and you've got Jackson and you've got Schmore. I mean, it's never ending. So
Yes.
if somebody's covered, there's always going to be somebody else.
They're not gonna stop our offense.
Offense.
Our only way we'll stop our offense is by our own
Right.
ineptness
stop
and
it.
our own mistakes and penalties and stuff like that. But other
Which
than
we
that,
seem to do once in a while.
once in a while. But we're all done with that now, Mary.
We're done with that.
We're all done with it
Yep.
now. So
Yep.
now you want to talk about Reggie's fumble, about the oxygen thing? Go ahead. You know, do you think, he did have the ball in the right side of his body.
Right.
You know, when you're on the sidelines, if he gets knocked out, more than likely, probably 99% of the time, the ball will go out of bounds, and the Packers maintained it. Do you think that, I don't know, if he would have had to cradle the ball, like two-handed thing, in his belly, sort of,
He wouldn't have been able to run that
he
way.
wouldn't have been able to run that way. So, I think I could have caught him. Ah, Green could have caught him. Yes, I know I could have caught him.
It would have been a sight. Green running after Reggie.
With my cape on, a little wind advantage. So,
There you go.
We'll talk about Brett's slow start. The ball was down. There's a wide left, right, and down and low.
Right.
So he didn't have a really good start to the ball game, but he really didn't have all that many yards for the day.
No.
I think he only had 212 yards or something like that, but he had 4 TDs, which were pretty much short yardage touchdowns, but nonetheless, that guy is
When he needs them.
even that. What do you want to call
I
it?
was going to say,
That
how did you like
That,
that last
what do you
one?
want to call it? What do
Shuffle,
you call
or
that?
shovel pass.
Shovel pass.
Shovel pass.
And that was effective, and he's very articulate, and he can do things all kinds of ways.
Well, he's athletic.
Athletic, and he can do a lot of things with that arm of his.
But then again, Levens made that play too.
Yes.
You know,
You mean
I mean,
Freeman? You mean Freeman caught
that
that one?
Freeman?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was
Levens
Levens.
caught one before.
You're right. You're right.
No, when he was wide open, he threw it like this. He was wide open too. And that bullet to Keith Jackson. I mean,
Yeah.
Brett Favre, if he doesn't have the strongest arm in the NFL, he's pretty close because he throws that. He puts muster
a
on
bullet.
that.
That is
As
fast.
one announcer said, there's a lot of RPMs on that
Yeah.
ball, and it gets there in a hurry and pretty accurate too with it. You want to talk about the running game? Edgar Bennett, he had 96 yards, I believe. You think they should have went for 100? You know what I'm saying? The stats, pad the stats, so to speak. But I don't think it really matters to Edgar himself.
I don't think it matters for the whole Packer team.
Yeah.
I think they're more of a team.
The W's
Right. And I don't think they look at it
as stats.
as stats, which
No.
is good.
Yes.
Because really, as far as anything is concerned, he hasn't proved this year. But a lot of it has to do with Henderson.
Well, Big William, what a
I mean-
bulldozer. Well, that's what I'm calling him, Bulldozer Henderson. That's my name for it. William Henderson of North Carolina, big fullback number 30, Bulldozer Henderson. Now, that's the name I just tattooed on the big guy. So he
There you
is a
go.
lord. He's a bulldozer.
And I think that's made a big difference.
Yes. Oh, running game. We're talking about the Minnesota Viking game. We only had 60 yards running, ladies. Do you think that we got away from the running game too soon in that Minnesota game? Because we were averaging
think they
about
got
140
scared.
some yards a game. I think coach got away from the running game because I think eventually these young studs on the offensive line would have made some progress running the game. I would hope so. I would think so.
I just think the Vikings were just so fired up at when I don't know. The coaches know better than we do. I guess, they were pretty fired up.
That's going to be our only loss of the season, but we're going to talk about them turnovers in our defense. Now, like you said, we don't want to talk about records and stats and all that stuff,
Right.
but the record is 66 turnovers by some team. The Chargers of 1961, about 40 years ago or whatever, 35 years ago. And the bottom line is that the opportunity comes for the loose ball, the interception. These guys and defensive backs and the whole team in general are holding on to the ball. Well, that Reggie's been interception. He's out there like this, Does he got it? Yeah, go down and get it, Reggie, and then rumble and stumble, and he goes on the sideline. So and
As long as he doesn't lateral it, we're
oh
okay.
yeah, don't lateral.
Just
But
hold on to it.
you know,
Reggie.
them turnovers are attributed to pressure,
Practice and pressure.
practice and pressure and aggressiveness on the defensive as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Simmons caused Santana caused that one, that Reggie thing. You know, I mean,
Sean Jones.
Sean Jones caused the
Sean
Reggie
Jones.
thing. Santana caused that fumble. I mean, Wayne Simmons caused the fumble for Santana Dotson to pick up,
Right.
and then busted coverage by Eugene and that all by himself. And that thing and Doug Evans stepped in front of that. They played soft, and all of a sudden it popped in and gone. And he tripped over the white line again.
Yeah.
What is that? Maybe that white line was about a half inch higher on that one spot. Huh, ladies?
Well, he did get him. He did get.
You know, he
tripped
was,
up a little bit.
see, after he was initially tripped by the punter, he was on his own again. So if he would have stayed in bounds, he was still legal tender. He could have
Right.
ran into the end zone. But
Right.
the guy came and tagged him and such. But, you know, a lot of people thought just because that guy touched him 30 yards down the field that was the last contact. But no, he was on his own,
Right.
and he tripped over that white line and then stumbling, rumbling down, and the other guy come and touched him down. So
At least
but-
he got it.
Yes.
That's all that mattered because they were going down for a score at that time. So that made a big, that would have made it a 7-point ball game.
Oh, yes.
You know, they were only 14 points ahead at that time. So, that was a big interception.
Yes, and that play there, and Chris Jackie missed field goal, 38-yard field goal. I don't know. Maybe my mother could have made that. I don't know. I love Chris Jackie. He's a very good kicker. He's won a lot of big ball games for us and made a lot of, done a lot of good things for us. But in a pressure game, maybe them 3 points could have made a difference. I would hope in a pressure game that Chris would have put it through the uprights.
Yeah.
That would have been a 17-point lead, and that would have given him a 3-score lead.
Right.
Anytime you get a 3-score lead, of course it's better than a 2-score lead.
Right.
That means you have to go down the field 3 times. And nobody's going to go around down the field in the Green Bay Packer defense and score 3 times.
And not in that amount of time.
And not that amount of time, no.
Right. But then again, you never know how the hold was. I mean, there's so many other
Yeah.
things to a kick. Everybody just thinks you just go out there and you kick the ball.
Yeah,
but
right.
that's not true. We were
Spotter and
talking
the
about that
snap,
Sunday.
Spotter and the snap.
Right, or how the
That's
ball
right,
is, if
yeah.
it's leaning this way or if it's leaning that way.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yes, but Chris. Oh no, I like Chris Jackie.
Yeah.
He's a very good kicker, very consistent for us. And I'm not going to worry about it. He'll rebound from that next week. And hopefully Chris, the kicks that he misses, will have a 3 or 4 touchdown lead, and we can look at it and laugh a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get a 3, like that game there. Oh, that was a 2 touchdown
It would
lead.
have been nice.
It would have been nice to get it, but hopefully, the first 2 or 3 games of the season, we're up by 30, 40 points, whatever it is. It won't really matter, but it matters to him. I know he wants to make it. He's a professional athlete. He wants to make every field goal chance he gets.
Save the misses for when we're ahead and when
Yeah, when we're way
really
ahead.
it is bad.
Yeah, when we're way ahead on it. So.
Or like if we're tied with the Dallas Cowboys.
Cow pies.
Cow pies.
But you also got to thank the New York Giants.
Yep.
This past Sunday, they beat the White Queens and put us back in first place. Now let's start out. We're at ground zero now, ladies. So let's now start crawling towards the top of the NFC Central.
We'll do it.
Okay, now this week we got the Bears down in Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois.
A lot
And,
of Packer fans will be there.
Oh, you think
What
that...
did you think about the Packer fans that were
Very
in
nice.
Seattle?
I know.
I
That's
could
what-
not
mentioned that
believe
before.
how many
They're
were
mad
there.
at the cheeseheads all around these stadiums.
yeah.
Now, I go on and predict that one of these stadiums will be 51% Packer cheeseheads. We're going to conquer one of these stadiums.
Yep.
We're going to do it.
Well, we almost had the Vikings.
We're at 25,000 apiece. I guess somewhere in Minnesota and out in Seattle.
They can't fill their stadiums, we will.
Yeah, yes we
You
will.
know?
Packer fans are
Right.
in a lot of abundance, and they are probably, the Cow Pies are not really America's team.
No.
Because you cannot
Far
see
from it.
far from it. We are the ones that will go follow our team to the ends of the world and
through
watch
thick
them.
and thin.
Through thick and thin and watch them,
Right. Because
So,
we've been watching for how many years?
Yeah, we had some bad times, yes, but now we're on the right track of successful years to come with Coach Mike and Ron Wolf and with Brett and Reggie and the talented depth we have in our draft choices and our free agency, right spots for free agency. Free agency, ladies, is just it's a quick fix.
Right.
You have to stay with now our draft. We got the Adam Timmermans, we got the Aaron Taylors, and we got the Newsoms, and we got the John Michaels. Speaking of John Michaels, he did a good job, didn't he?
He did. He did okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't any big big misses or anything that.
No, you didn't hear his
made a
name called.
difference, No.
That's the key.
That's the key.
Yeah, if you don't hear their names, you don't know they're even playing.
Yeah.
That means they're doing their job out there.
Yeah, it's a different
know.
story from the week before, but
Yeah, Gary, I think Gary Brown, I think he can be a good left tackle, but maybe he needs work and experience. Well, we have pretty much, other than Kenny and Frank Winters, our line is only like 24, 25 years old, so
Right.
the offensive line as a whole is a young bunch of guys.
Right.
And the offensive line, of course, is one of the most important units on our team, on any team. It takes years and years and years of cohesiveness and working together as a unit and helping each other along the line to learn with experience to get good.
yeah.
You know, Jerry Kramer and Fuzzy Thurston, these guys, they didn't do that. From 1 week
Right.
they're 2-10, and the next week the next year they're 10-2.
Right.
Right.
So I mean, it takes a matter of time and working together and gelling together, and they're going to be a very good offensive line when it's all done. Especially when they got a quarterback. You know, you want to play harder when you got a quarterback
Everybody
like
loves.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
All you got to do is he needs a little bit more time, though, ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
He needs a little bit of time yet.
But then again,
Last couple
sometimes when he doesn't,
Yeah.
it's like sometimes his best plays are when he's out of the pocket.
Yeah.
And he
Very-
throws off kilter. You know, he's on his back foot and he's throwing off kilter, and they're his best plays.
Yeah. He does really
Sometimes.
good on the run.
Yeah.
And he's
Not
got,
that you want to see that. all
Yeah,
the
he's
time,
got
but-
16 touchdown passes and only 2 INTs, which is, we got the #1 ranked quarterback in the NFL and the #1 ranked defense in the NFL. I guess you add them two things very important, and our running game is very good. We are going to go a long ways. If we stay healthy, pay attention, and follow the game plan by Coach Mike, and don't do any stupid penalties. And we only had, I think, 4 or 5 penalties this week.
Right.
Not too. We had that one
There were a
unnecessary
couple, yeah.
that
The
unnecessary
unnecessary
roughness
roughness.
thing. So, but anyway, so if you can keep the penalties down to a minimum, and don't hurt yourself with them, you know, don't do anything too stupid with your penalties, and you're gonna be okay.
Right.
So, other than that, what else you would like to talk about that game?
It was a lot more fun to watch than the week before.
Yes, it was more fun than watching the week before.
Yeah.
And of course, they got a young Dennis Erickson from the University of Miami. I think he's only a 3rd year out there at Seattle. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. There's some teams in the NFL that got a lot of work ahead of them. Atlanta, New Orleans, Tampa Bay. You know, I'm so glad that the Green Bay Packers are not one of the so-called bottom teams. Right. It's really nice to know that we are now at the top, or very near the top of the NFL upper echelon, and it feels good, don't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel good to go? Doesn't it feel good to go out there and you know you can watch a football game on Sunday afternoon, no matter who the Packers play at home or on the road with the Cheeseheads, a lot of Cheeseheads on the road, and we're going to show a very good.
We're going to be in the game.
Yes, we are going to be in the game
Yeah.
through, you know, from the first second to the last second, and we are going to fight to win the ball game very hard.
Well, even with the Vikings, I mean, we basically fell
You bring it
apart.
up a lot, don't you? That
I
Vikings
know.
game? I know.
But
I
it's
had
like
a
we
discussion
did-
with that game. I know I'm going
But
to
you know, but
cry.
really, as bad as we played that game,
Yes, we
we
were in
were
it.
still in it until the end.
Yes,
You know, and we still had cause to yell. I mean,
Yeah.
there was still some good plays.
yes.
You know, but
Cruz
that's
and them.
right. You know, and that's as long as we can always be in it, even if we do have some mistakes, where they can always come back and be in it.
You know, like last year, remember them 2 games, the St. Louis Ram game, the first game of the season at Tampa?
We were there.
At Lambeau, and the Tampa Bay game down there on that Sunday night game. And so-called announcers saying, as long we are the Packers were the superior team, the better team all the way around the board. The teams that are not as well off as us, they say if they can hang in there, that is to their benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is to the benefit. To hang in the ball game with a better team, you have a chance of winning. But the Bears, they're not going to have a chance. We're going to get to the Bear game of prediction, talk about the Chicago Bears this week coming up, the Central Division game on the road thing, the final of the 3 road games we have. I'm sorry, did you get, I'm sorry, Mary, you got the one that, you went and bought one of Van Breedy's TV things, didn't
Yes,
you?
I did.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
I did.
sorry.
I know. I said I think the offensive line should help pay for that TV.
Yeah. So I wish you would have got it. I know
Yeah.
Van Breedy's would wish you would have had it. And
Yeah, because they were covered.
yeah.
It didn't matter.
Well,
to
yeah,
them.
I would hope that they would
Right.
be Packer fans anyway.
Yeah.
And they, they'd have a smile and
They
say,
took out insurance. They
Mary,
had it
here's your
covered.
TV free. And what size did you
Yeah,
get? What size did you get?
I got a 32-inch.
32-inch.
It's big enough for
For
our
you
place.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't want anything
Everything's nice and green and gold on there.
beautiful.
Beautiful,
right?
beautiful, beautiful.
Tammy's been over for a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, Tammy's been in my house once, and I don't think she'll be back.
We've been to your house.
It's kind of crazy over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
last
I
year for
always
the
tell
playoffs.
myself before a game.
Yeah.
I always tell myself before the game, just somewhat keep it calm. Just try to stay in the chair
And
once.
that was calm.
Yeah.
And that was calm. But then eventually.
So where did your wife go on those days?
Well, my wife has been watching football games with me more and stuff. So she watched some of the cow pie game this last Monday night, and that didn't work out to our
advantage.
But we really can't. We're such a good football team that we dare not look ahead of ourselves and worry about anybody else.
Right.
We should not have to worry about the 49ers winning or losing anybody to anybody, or we should not worry about the cow pies winning or losing anybody.
We have to win.
We have to worry about the 45-man, the 53-man squad. We have there, Coach Holmgren, Sherman Lewis, Ray Rhodes. I mean, Fritz Shermer, yeah, Fritz Shermer.
He's
and,
long gone.
and Tom Labatt and all our coaches and our coordinators. Worry about our team, and we will be just fine.
Right.
We're keeping our framework of our own guys. Take the eye out of our team. There's no eye in team up in Green Bay, and we'll be a very, very good football team.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Adam Timmerman on the
Yes.
radio station was talking, and he was saying, or Colin said, well, how do you feel about the Cowboys losing, and how do you feel about this and that? He said, we take one game at a time. We try not to look at all the other teams out there, what they're doing, what they're not doing, and
Right.
we just focus on what we're doing and when we play them. But it sure is good to see them lose.
Yeah, it feels good to see the
That's what
Cowboys
he
lose.
said at the very end, but
Yeah.
it sure is good.
Yeah, no. Of course, they won Sunday, then they fly back, and Monday they really don't do much, and Tuesday they really don't do. They do a little bit of filming thing, but after the game is over with, even the first second after the game is over with at Seattle, Coach
Looking
Holmgren
at-
and his staff and the players, they're looking at the Bears and concentrating on the Bears, and that's all he got in mind right now is the Bears,
Oh,
and
he's
not
playing,
worrying
yeah.
about the 49ers or the Tampa Bays down the road.
Right.
And worry about ourselves, and we will win a very lot of our football games.
Right.
And stay healthy. You know that everybody worries about you go on these turf domes games with the turf, hurting your knee, stuff like, you can hurt yourself on that stuff. It's a bunch of crap. And we stay healthy. We got to stay healthy on that stuff.
Well, we've stayed healthy the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
I mean, really, basically,
yes.
we've stayed healthy. The turf,
Right.
hasn't affected it. So I don't think it's the turf. I think with the Vikings, it was just they outplayed us. And I think with Seattle, we outplayed them. It didn't matter what ground we were
I
on.
think coaching too. I think maybe Mike in the Bike Queen game might have been outcoached by Dennis too. Sometimes coaches are outcoached, teams are outplayed,
Yeah,
and
right.
outcoached and beat up sometimes.
And
And
you're in
we
your
maybe
own
were
stadium, and you're up, and you're ready for this game. It makes a difference.
Yes.
Makes a difference.
So now we're going to talk about
The
the Bears. Soldier Field, we have won 5 consecutive games over at the Bears. It's an NFC Central game, the oldest rivalry thing. We have
Playing
been
a
doing
Wisconsin boy.
and we have been doing very well down there, and very well up here at Lambeau Field when the Bears come to town. If we look at on paper, of course, on paper there's a lot of difference between the lines, okay? But on paper, the Green Bay Packers have really too much for the Chicago Bears to handle. They have their first-string quarterback, Kramer's out. We got David Craig. I thought Moon was old. This guy, where are these old quarterbacks coming
He's from Wisconsin,
I know Milton College.
though.
He's from Milton College, but
Milton
But
College.
I think he leads the league in NFL history for quarterback fumbles. So he does not. He has small hands, so he will fumble the ball. And they have.
He didn't have a team behind him, though, either, when he played for
Yeah,
Seattle.
I know. Well, you don't have a team behind him. No, you don't have a team behind him. So, but Rashad Salam, he's an upright running back. He's okay, but he's not. He fumbles the ball too, so we'll
Right.
be taking care of that. They have
The defensive guy from Miami,
uh,
Cox.
Brian Cox.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
He's gonna be the one guy we have to worry about.
Yes.
So we put Reggie on him.
That brings up that Reggie's on. Well, anyway, we have
Oh, that's
an
right.
abundance. The Green Bay Packers have an abundance of stars on this team. The Bears might have a couple, but from start to finish, on both sides of the ball, the Green Bay Packers have an abundance of talent, leadership, and everything else that goes along with winning football teams. We have we have a better quarterback, better tight ends. Our running game is better. Our wideouts are better. Our defense is better. Our special teams is better. So when we look at it on paper, we are a much, much better team than the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
And Coach Holmgren knows that, and he is going to put out a game plan. The Packers don't have to do any tricks. we're so good at talent-wise from top to bottom. We do not have to we don't have to do anything crazy or stupid or finesse. We just go full speed ahead, straight forward with our seven men defensive front, and run the ball between the tackles and off the tackles, and just run the ball and pass the ball to tight ends. Get the tight ends involved this weekend. 2 tight ends, and we have too much for the Bears, and we're going to come out with a big win. What do you think the score is going to be, ladies?
I'd say 34-14.
Okay, Mary, 34-14. Okay, Tammy.
I don't think they'll even get 14.
Hey, that's exactly right. Exactly right. I'm going to think about single digits.
Oh.
Go ahead. Think about it. Okay.
9.
No, okay. Do you think the score is going to be there?
I was thinking more like 28-9 or something.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I don't think they'll. I agree. The defense.
Yeah, the defense is just going to smash them up.
But
34-9, you said, or no, 27. 28-9. Well, I'm going to go on. We got the we got the number 1 rated quarterback and the number 1 rated defense in the NFL. Our defense. One thing about this, our offense could, like last week, we spit and sputter a little bit. We were stumbling around a little bit offensively.
To start out faster.
Yeah, and we will start out faster, but our defense keeps us in the game.
Right.
And we're going to beat these guys 37-6. We're going to give these guys a couple of dinky little field goals, second quarter and a half, and maybe a third quarter, but we're going to spank them. We're going to come out here, we're going to put a stamp on the NFC Central Division. All they're going to see now of the Green Bay Packers after this week is their butts. They're going to be trying to catch us like this. They'll be looking at Reggie like this to run it, and we're going to score a touchdown, and they're not going to catch us.
We're going to put a tank right on his back.
Yeah,
huh?
so, but I know Coach is going to come up with a good game plan. The defense is fired up. This is a rivalry, a Central Division game, and it's very must-win for us, even though it's the 6th game of the season, and we're a must-win, and we're going to win this ball game.
So how many fans do you think will be there? What's your prediction?
We've been averaging 25,000, so let's say we'll get 30,000 in the Soldier Field. Them fans want to go.
They're getting ready. That many tickets?
They're getting ready for basketball down there to see Michael Jordan. They ain't going to worry about the Bears. But anyway, so you better say hi to some people, ladies, before we get off the air.
Who's some people?
Say hi to Mike.
Mike, okay, he's working.
Say hi to the crew at Fat Man's if you wish.
Okay, that's her job.
Well, okay. Well, that's her job.
All of us. We all know
of us, yeah.
Hi, everybody at Fat Man's.
Dan and Vesta.
My daughter, Rochelle, and my husband, John.
And
all the gang at J.J. Keller.
Okay.
Next year, my daughter wants to be on.
Okay. I just want to say hi. I want to say thanks to all my sponsors, Audio Plus, Ratch and Dad's Great Pizza and Beer, and Coca-Cola for sponsoring the show, The Green Show. And I just want to say hi to my daughter who will be getting married in about a week and a half, and I guess I can call him my son-in-law, Tom Smith. And we're going to have a good time that wedding later on. That's the 49er weekend, so I'll say hi to you two kids and all your friends in the wedding group and all that stuff. And say hi to anybody else that's really watching. Anybody named Sam? But anyway, so I hope you like the show, and we're going to come out with a win. We'll be 5-1 over the Bears. We've been on a roll 3 weeks after this. Now we're coming home to Lambeau.
And we'll be there.
And we will be there, of course. We'll talk about that next week. But I say 37-6. 34-14.
34-14.
And 28-9. So, of course, we're going to come out with a win anyway. You look at it, and we'll be 5-1 and looking at first place. And let's take it from there, ladies. And thank you for watching the Green Show. My sponsors, like I said before, and Julie behind the camera, my wife of 25 years. Thank you for your support in this. And my mother-in-law, father-in-law over there, and they got 65 years of marriage in tomorrow. And so thank you very much. And how much time we got left, Julie? Is it a wrap? We got to get going. Okay, P-A-C-K-E-R-S, go Pack, 5-1. Let's get it done. In Soldier Field, the Bears to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, by a pound.
Go back, that's for sure.
Yeah.